Straight ahead on News 20 at 5, the recent meningitis outbreak has some people scared to get injected.
And the vice presidential debate is a day away. See how the candidates are preparing. Meanwhile, the Florida A&M Rattlers prepare to take on the Tigers this weekend. And see if there's warmer weather coming your way. Your News 20 at 5 starts right now.
From the highest of 7 hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend, this is the award-winning News 20 at 5 Live.
Meningitis cases continue to rise. Good evening, I'm Ashley Dawes.
And I'm Olivia Smith. As more news of the meningitis outbreaks develop, those with back problems are looking for alternatives. That's tonight's top story. Tuesday, state health officials confirmed the first Florida death linked to a national meningitis outbreak. Before the discovery of the contaminated steroid medication, a 70-year-old man died in July. Now many people are looking for other ways, like chiropractic help, to avoid taking the injections.
That they're taking a risk of having meningitis whenever they have any type of an epidural injection. And the fact that you have a huge outbreak of meningitis infections from one particular organism has shown light on the fact that this is not a risk-free procedure. It is a dangerous procedure.
There are now a total of 6 cases in Florida, and they're all in Marion County. More than 130 cases have been reported nationally, with about a dozen deaths. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives say they are keeping a close watch on printers, 3D printers to be exact. News 25 reporter Brendan McMullen joins us live with the very latest.
Soon, some felons as well as teenagers will be able to make a fully functional gun at home. 3D printers are able to make a firearm using free schematics from the internet.
Download, print, and wait. Within hours, a gun that can shoot real bullets can be sitting in your home. Some parents are worried of what their children can obtain on the internet.
Parents really have to monitor what their kids are doing online. I mean, I know with my daughter, she's 6 and she already gets on YouTube, and sometimes there's things there that pop up on the right side over there that I have nothing to do with the search that we just did. So I think it's kind of a personal responsibility that parents need to have to monitor that kind of stuff. So.
Here at FAMU's and FSU College of Engineering, some engineers believe that the 3D printer is no harm at all. Engineer Jerry Horn believes that the cost of owning one of these advanced printers to print out a functional gun is not worth the investment.
Because just like the machine behind me, this is $45,000 and the resin that goes in this machine is about $1,000. So initial investment is pretty high to print a gun.
The 3D printer is not only for weapons. Horn sees the brighter side of this technology.
You can now print human tissue. They're working on printing organs. So the only way is up, and I find it funny that people are looking at the bad side of the printer.
Currently, it is not illegal to print your own gun. However, the piece we made today took about 2 hours. So the money that it takes the time to print out these printers and invest in them is not a good opportunity to do so. Live in the studio, I'm Brendan McMullen for News 20 at 5.
A power window switch is causing 7.4 million drivers worldwide to take their Toyotas in to prevent injuries or crashes. In the U.S. alone, Toyota is recalling 2.5 million vehicles. Dozens of models are at risk and could catch fire. Some models include the 2007 and 2009 Tundra and Camry. For a list of all of these models, please visit our website at famutvnews.com.
Another car maker is recalling 1.7 million vehicles. The National Highway Traffic Administration determined a switch that could melt if it comes in contact with liquid. It could also lead to fire. Some minivans and SUVs can be at risk. Some models recalled last week include the Civic and the Pilot.
A Gadsden County teacher charged after a fight with a 14-year-old student last week is out on bond. 34-year-old Kimberly Price, a teacher at James A. Shanks Middle School in Quincy, turned herself in to Gadsden County Police. She bonded out at $15,000. Price was charged with aggravated battery on a child and child abuse with great bodily harm. A second student was also injured during the fight. Both were treated at a local hospital.
The good old 2 oranges and orange blossom on your license plate may be dumped in the next 2 years. State officials are now drawing up plans for the Florida license plate. This new design is intended to make it easier to catch people who go through toll booths as well as those who run red lights.
That it be legible and easily read by law enforcement and by toll authorities. Also, we're running out of 6-digit letters and numbers, so we need to go to a 7-digit configuration in order to have enough license plates for everyone.
The state plans to put the new designs online so the public can vote on which design is liked best. The prices for the tags will remain the same, but for those who have not updated their tags, they will have to pay extra. School is not the only place that requires an education. This year's election does too. Voter education is a way of informing voters on candidates and more. Yesterday marked the last day for voter registration with the November 6th election approaching. Now is the time to become an educated voter.
Different places where information is. That's really how come we put together Vote 411 Leon, because that gives you one place you can go and get everything that you really need. So for example, we need to be educated on the amendments. There are 11 amendments that are going to be on the ballot. So they're all posted there on Vote 411 Leon.
For a list of candidates and races, visit the Florida Division on Elections.